What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. Man, I gotta say, it's been a lot going on over the weekend when it comes to wrestling. I would say more of people getting into arguments with each back and forth with each other on Twitter. A lot going on, I should say, either from shows or wrestlers screwing themselves on Twitter. Man, it's been a lot going on this weekend in the world of wrestling and stuff. I'm sure everybody would like to say right now, fuck Ryback for obvious reasons. Don't believe me? Go look it up. I'm sure everybody could be in agreement on that. But enough about that. This is technically the go home show before Backlash or WrestleMania Backlash or whatever weird name they like to call it. But Greensboro, North Carolina, we kicked it off with the Bloodline coming out there. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Paul Heyman. As North Carolina, you are in for a real treat. It's Monday Night Raw. And, the tribal chief is here. As Reigns basically said, acknowledge me. Next thing you know, Randy Orton and Matt Riddle come out of nowhere and hit RKOs on the Usos then surrounding Roman. Roman's looking on. Next, Drew McIntyre's music hits. As my co-host Kyle would say that, I would not want this guy's help. This dude literally did his whole entrance. His whole entrance slowly headed to the ring as Roman looked like he did not know what to do until he got to the ring. As they looked on, and he brought his sword about him. By the way, I was surprised he didn't try to come and cut someone up with the sword or anything. But he entered the ring. Then he started going after Reigns. Then the Usos got involved, and RK Bro got involved. It was a big brawl before referees and producers came and broke it up. Then. Obviously, we know it's a 6-man now tag, since for some reason at the last second they rather make it a 6-man tag at Backlash instead of doing the whole unification title thing. We knew this on SmackDown. I think it's pretty dumb. Like, hey, we built this up for 3 weeks, but now all of a sudden we want to change it. I guess they thought that the whole unification thing was now a bad idea and didn't want to go through with it. So it's like, hey, we need the world champion on the show one way or another. And I guess they didn't want to just put Roman and Drew out of nowhere, even though they could have took time to build this in the Backlash. But they say, oh, we need both of these guys in the card, so now they're feuding with each other. So we won't even do the whole unification tag title thing. We're just gonna make it a 6-man tag now. But like I said, I just think they just thought that maybe they didn't think this was a good idea, and that's why they just backed out the last second. Like, hey, we're gonna make it a 6-man now. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, especially after you built it to 3-4 weeks, and now you want to renege and just we don't want to do it anymore. So, still strange in my opinion, but a big brawl to kick off the show. Next, they showed Ezekiel with the Street Profits trying to drink something out of the cup, whatever's in that cup. The Alpha Academy and Kevin Owens showed up then. Once again, you're still being Elias and everything, which I guess they threw the cup at Ezekiel's face, which then began a 6-man with Elias, Ezekiel, or whatever, and the Street Profits going against Alpha Academy and Kevin Owens out there. Pretty good tag match, I'll say that. Owens ended up grabbing Ezekiel's leg and everything, pulling his leg from under, which how did I say this? What was it? Gable ended up rolling them up, which, by the way, Alpha Academy barely gets any wins. At least they finally got a win right here. But yeah, they ended up beating Ezekiel and them as Kevin Owens walked off then. But okay, 6-man tag. AJ Styles talked about his stipulation tonight would match against Damien Priest. If he can beat Damien Priest, he will be banned from ringside this Sunday. So Styles said he's got an uphill battle tonight. He's going to have to go against Priest. Adam Pearce was basically telling, he's done everything by the book, and that, that DeVille, your, upper management is investigating her behavior right now. And they want to see you perform, but you're not going to have to, you cannot have any authoritative power. So you do not have any power. You will be involved in a 6-woman tag tonight, but yeah, because DeVille wants, it could be an Olds Bar match, right? But Pierce says you have no power. You cannot just change the rules on the fly anymore. So basically telling DeVille you're not going to use any of your powers tonight on this show. Next, Byron Saxton was in the ring with a Bert Hansen, who was from Greensboro. He's a native, and talked about, Veer scares the hell out of him, but he's dreamed of competing in his hometown. And he talked about I guess some restaurant that was down the street, and basically said he's gonna he's got his dream tonight to be in a WWE ring, compete on Monday Night Raw. Veer basically destroyed Burt Hanson. So yes, Veer, another squash match from him. Not much I could say from this, but yeah, they're building them into something. Some are digging it, some are not. But we'll see how far this Veer thing goes. Okay. Um, Next, Edge and Damien Priest came out then, basically kind of promo on AJ Styles, which they got what chance then, but Edge basically knew how to kind of stop it. Like they still chanted what, but he says, "Come on," and like he says, like count high enough to find your seats tonight, okay? And he called them lemmings and stuff, and Edge is just going on all these jokes that they're chanting what and what and what until like shut up, like just shut up and everything until AJ Styles came out there then to face Damian Priest, which was a pretty good match. Very enjoyable. I know Edge ended up getting involved in this, but AJ ended up rolling up for the win, so AJ Styles got the win right there. Edge and Priest tried to attack him right after, but Finn Balor came out for the save then. Right after both of them did the two sweet signs, since both of these guys are former Bullet Club leaders, which kind of crazy, man. A lot of stuff with Bullet Club going on along this weekend, okay? I probably should have did a Wrestling Dontaku review yesterday. That was a pretty big show they had going on, but go check that show out if you haven't checked it out yet. Really good pay-per-view to check out and watch, but yeah, a lot of Bullet Club going all around the place lately, but yes, the former two Bullet Club leaders did hit the two sweet, though. So we'll see how Finn is involved in this whole feud now between AJ and Edge. Now we'll see where that goes. Next, Cedric Alexander, we're talking to MVP. Guys trying to go back on the whole Hurt Business thing, but MVP basically says, you know what, he didn't really want to hear it, but Cedric says, he was going to prove himself. He's going to face Bobby Lashley and everything, and he wants a chance to prove himself, but almost something like it's time to go. All right, so he told him to leave. Then Miz TV was happening. Looked like as Miz was coming out, basically back after commercial. They wish The Rock. I believe The Rock's birthday is today. I guess still watching Young Rock, since I guess I'm going to show how he got into the WWF now. So I've watched the show. Okay, it's pretty good, but good for The Rock, man. I don't remember how old did they say he was again? Like 40 something, or like he 48, 49. I'm not really sure, but Rock still looks in incredible shape. So happy birthday to him, the great one. But Miz brought out Mustafa Ali in, which his music stopped playing, and Miz said, "What happened to your music, huh?" And then he tried to talk, and Miz says, "What happened to your mic? Your mic isn't working. Must be another glitch." But Miz said, "You're gonna go to Twitter and complain about the technical problems." Then Ali basically took Miz's mic and said, "The only thing to complain about is that you still work here, okay? So the difference between me and you is that when Miz is unhappy, you go backstage to the powers that be. But I go to the fans and everything." Miz basically took back the mic. He took one that wasn't working, and then he told Ali, "You're going to regret that." Austin Theory came out then. I guess wanted to apologize what's going on right now. Theory got in and basically talked about the match from last week, and that was a warm up, and spoke to Vince McMahon himself, talking about Mrs. Loss basically just gone from the whole record books and stuff, and that Ali doesn't deserve a U.S. title shot. Ali says, "You talk too much and everything, and you just Miz embarrassed. I beat him last week." But Ali says, he doesn't. Ali went on and says, "I don't want opportunities handed to me. I fight for them, okay?" But Theory says, we're going to give you a championship contenders match and stuff. So he says, you can handle the heat. Ali says, anybody backstage knows I can handle heat, he says, and stuff. So Ali basically, got put into a handicap match then between Miz and Austin Theory after that. But yeah, I would say one thing about the promo, man, where they're really taking a lot of shots as much as they can of Mustafa Ali, with his heat in the back, or basically talking about what him complaining in the back, or the Twitter stuff, since we have not seen Mustafa Ali in over a very long time, but we've seen what he's been saying on Twitter throughout the entire time, and people's going on to say he's complaining and stuff. But given it a handicap match, Miz and them won with the Skull Crusher finale. Next thing you know, Tommaso Ciampa attacked after, and Mustafa Ali knock him on the ground. We still don't know why Champ is attacking him yet, but I guess we'll somehow find out. More 24/7 title stuff with Dana Brooke and Reggie, and Truth is talking to Tozawa and Tamina, saying, now he's like a honeymoon expert or something like that, and he wants the title back. Truth still though, and then Nikki Ash ended up coming out of nowhere and pin Dana Brooke and just acts very dramatic and tells Reggie, "You're supposed to protect me and everything." And Dana Brooke said, "You want to save our marriage? You better get me a rematch." And then Nikki Ash Nikki Ash went against Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke won, and then everybody got in trying to pin each other. Reggie even tried to roll her up, but Dana Brooke ended up getting on the announce table saying like, "I want a divorce," and I don't know where this is going. Like I said, the 24/7 stuff is just, it's whatever. Take how you want it, but I'm like, even Truth, like I said, Truth can only save this so many times. Truth's actually funny. Everything else is just, it's garbage. Okay, it sucks. Um, Becky Lynch was kind of promo about Asuka in the back, talking about, I told Asuka to go be a warrior, and while I go home and be a mom and stuff. But Becky says, I lived to my, I ended up going to my end of the bargain, but Asuka didn't live up to hers. Okay, I gave her that title. All right, I gave it to her, and now Asuka wants to show up once I'm vulnerable and I'm down on my luck. And he says every comeback story starts with something. It's gonna end with Asuka. Um, so good promo from there. Seth Rollins came out for his appreciation night, which of course they have to plug Doctor Strange, which I need to go see the honestly, I need to check out whatever Marvel show is left. I need to check out, as in Hawkeye or Moon Knight, before this movie comes out this Friday, because I am looking forward to that. Rollins is in the ring about his appreciation. Talk about his match with Cody Rhodes coming up this Sunday. It's Monday night. We celebrated Randy Orton last week, but now I'm the one that gets to the serving. I get the spotlight, which the fans start to sing his song then, but then they chanted Cody right after that, and Cody is a jerk. He stole his spotlight at WrestleMania, and at Backlash, he's going to take that spotlight back. He told the crowd to shut up, and you've forgotten how good I am. And then we're gonna have a video package, but Cody ended up making his entrance then and stuff. Basically talking about what this is all about. Okay, you wear this hideous Johnny Polo suit and everything, but Cody says, "I've been a gentleman even when you push me off the top rope and stuff. I have. You've been one of the best in over. Rollins one of the best in over 20 years and stuff. But he's very delusional." Rollins says, "Delusional is very rich coming from you, because we talk about your dad. Your dad's wrestled thousands of times in this venue, okay? But he was also an egomaniac, just like you. Both of you are delusional that you want to be the WWE champion, but you're just not good enough. Your dad wasn't good enough, and now you're not." Rollins ended up punching Cody. He tried to take him out. Cody ended up hitting his Cody cutter on him then after that, as he even took Seth Rollins' jacket and threw it into the crowd, which apparently was $1,200. So, yeah, that's very expensive, I guess, for that jacket. But very good segment between Cody and Seth, not bad. Bobby Lashley went against Cedric Alexander. Omos and MVP were out there. MVP just standing on the mic antagonizing Lashley. I know, what was it? Cedric did a suicide dive and didn't really look good. But, Bobby ended up still winning, hit the spear, hurt lock. So, hyped up that match for this Sunday. Next, I know Truth was talking, Reggie talking about, I'm gonna fix your life, but you're gonna need a divorce attorney, okay? Because obviously you don't know what a prenup is. I'm gonna help you out. He gonna hook him up and stuff. But I'm gonna teach you what a prenup is. But as they were walking away, Nikki Ash was sitting there sad. Dewdrop came in and said, like, "Are you done fooling around and you want to take things seriously now?" Nikki Ash said yes. So if it gets her out of this 24/7 shit, then good for Dewdrop or Nikki Ash. Because I forgot what happened to Dewdrop, even though they need to change that name or something. Both of them need to change. Both her and Nikki Ash. From the superhero to the stupid name. Hopefully something is going to go out good for them. Since, even Dewdrop going on to say, you're done fooling around. You want to start taking things seriously. So hopefully that leads to something. But in the main event, we did get the 6-woman tag of Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, and Sonya Deville. Not much I can say from this. Solid main event. Very enjoyable and stuff. Deville ended up taking a pinfall from Liv Morgan after hitting her finisher and stuff. Honestly, are any of these women on the card this Sunday? I don't know. I wasn't really even paying attention to the card of what they all had for this Sunday for this Backlash show. I think there's a rematch for the title or something. Or is it Ripley and Liv Morgan on the card, or Asuka and Becky? Or honestly, I don't even really know. I don't even know who's all on the card for this Sunday out of like 2 matches. So, did this really push anything for this Sunday? Not really. Just Bianca and them got the win. That's all I really got to say for this, okay? Sonya got pinned out there, so not much I could say for this end of Monday Night Raw tonight. Let's just hype up something for this Sunday for a match I don't know with any of these people. Then I'm not really sure, okay? It was a solid main event, but nothing much I could say from there. But other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodieKnight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Yeah, I already said Twitter. But yeah, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace out. We will be back tomorrow night for the Spring Break-In, which we may have a double review for Spring Break-In because I want to see how much fun we can have reviewing this damn NXT show, good or bad. And trust me, I know a lot of people that think this show is bad, especially given from the recent releases that happened also. And I'll say this one thing before I go. Also, apparently Roderick Strong is asked for his release now, so we'll see if he gets that. Can't say I blame him because this Diamond Mine shit is about to go very bad. But we'll say more about that tomorrow night, okay? But other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.